Thank you very much for your cooperation. We will start the event shortly. We are going to start the event. Please take a seat. Thank you for your participation to the event on India-Japan Partnership Kerala today. 本日は日印パートナーシップケララにご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。To begin today's event, may I request His Excellency Mr. Shibi George, Ambassador of India to Japan, to make inaugural remarks. はじめに駐日インド大使シビ・ジョージ大使閣下より開会ご挨拶をいただきます。
Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. K. Elengovan, Vice President of Indo-Japan Chamber of Commerce and also Head of Kerala's efforts in the infrastructure funds and a very close friend. Mr. Yuji Sanada, Senior Director for Global Strategy Planning Department at JETRO. Members of INJAC delegation from India who have come from Kerala to Japan as part of the business engagement, members of the Japanese industry and business community, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure and distinct honor to welcome you all here today to introduce you one of the most vibrant and unique states of India, my home state, Kerala. Known as God's own country, Kerala has not only captivated the world with its natural beauty, but also with its impressive strides in sectors such as education, healthcare, technology, and tourism. In fact, during the last 2 years of my journey in Japan, I have traveled all over the 47 prefectures. I have realized one thing. There is something unique in every part of this country that makes it unique for every visitor. You go to any corner of this country, you see something unique, an attraction. In fact, every prefecture, every city, every tier 2 city has something unique to offer. Nothing else, their own sake. This is something unique you see in Japan. But this is exactly we see in the beautiful state of Kerala. You go to any part of Kerala, any district of Kerala, any village of Kerala, there is something unique that state has to offer. And something you take back something which is important and memorable. The more you explore, the more you realize that there is much more you need to enjoy and explore. That is the beauty of Kerala. You take any towns, any city you take, you will see that in India. In fact, when we talk about Kerala, it has a history of engagement with the world that traces back to over 5,000 years. Kerala was a major spice exporter as early as 3000 BCE, according to Sumerian records. Its fame as the land of spices attracted ancient Babylonians, Assyrians, and Egyptians to Musuris in the 3rd and 2nd millennia BCE. Arabs and Phoenicians were also successful in establishing their prominence in the Kerala trade during the early period. In the last centuries of BCE, Kerala became important to the Greeks and the Romans for its spices, especially black pepper. The Cheras had trading links with China, West Asia, Egypt, Greece, and the Roman Empire. When I visit some part of Japan, I actually think whether what was the connect this particular area had with Kerala. I see the construction of the houses. I see a lot of similarities in many parts of Japan with that of Kerala. The Jewish connection with Chera Nadu started in 500 BCE. The Jewish connection is believed to have led to the arrival of Saint Thomas, one of the disciples of Jesus Christ, to Missouri, bringing Christianity to India much before it reached most of Europe. Ancient Roman natural philosopher Pliny the Elder, who lived in the 1st century of Common Era, mentions Mussoories as India's first port of importance in his Naturalis Historia. According to him, Mussoories could be reached in 40 days' time from the Red Sea ports of Egyptian coast, purely depending on the southwest monsoon winds. In fact, I am very happy to mention that last year when I visited Kerala, I visited Mussoories, modern day Kodungallur in Kerala with my family. What a unique experience of standing in that ancient land where the West met the East, where history was made, where the world came to shop, where St. Thomas came to introduce Christianity, where the Cheruman Juma Mosque, which was built in 629 CE, which makes it the first mosque in India and the oldest mosque in the subcontinent, is located. If Europeans had not come to India, if Vasco da Gama had not landed in Kerala coast in 1498 CE, the history of Europe and perhaps the history of the world would have been different. Let me say it with all conviction, my land of Kerala is unique. It indeed is God's own country. The stories of Mahabali, whom we all call with love Maveli, the festival of Onam, Parasuram, creation of Kerala, and the history of Adi Shankara, born in Kerala in the 8th century. He consolidated the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta. The art forms of Kathakali, which many of our Japanese friends are familiar with, to the martial arts of Kalaripayattu, again many of our Japanese friends are very much familiar with, all make this land a unique land. And today, this unique land is conquering the world, including that of Japan through its Ayurveda. Ayurveda has become so popular in Japan. In fact, I'm very happy to mention that I have set up an Ayush information cell in this embassy, which is organizing at least 2 events every month, which the partnership of our friends in Japan. I would not like to talk too much about my state. I leave it to the delegation which has come. We are looking forward to listening from Dr. K. Elankovan, who continues to be very much part of the government of Kerala, who also had the experience of representing India in Abu Dhabi, in the Gulf, where you have the largest number of Indians living there. In fact, there are 9 million Indians in the Gulf. That is one area which I am working on. You know, when you look at Japan, the number of Indians are very small. I say Indians are the best when it comes to human resources. So Japan needs to have the best. You are the best, you need to get the best. So we need to have more Indian professionals coming and working here in Japan. That is one of the programs on which I am working on. So when I see him, when I remember about the Gulf, it always comes to my mind that we need to have more Indian professionals to come and work in Japan, to become part of Japan's economy, to bring vibrancy to the economy. So we come here, we become part of Japan's economic growth, at the same time contribute in its economic growth, its economic vibrancy, make money, spend money, and then go back to Kerala. So I once again welcome each one of you for this gathering. Looking forward to a very fruitful engagement today. Thank you and good afternoon.
May kindly stay on the stage. Kindly stay on the stage. And we will have group photo session. May I request all the INJAC delegation members join on the stage. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to request Dr. K. Elakoban, Vice President in JAC to make presentation. 続きまして、イン日商工会議所ケララ副会長 K. エランゴーバン様よりご講演いただきます。
His Excellency, Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India in Japan, Mr. Sanada Yuji, Senior Director for Global Strategy, JETRO, very distinguished entrepreneurs from Japan, members of my delegation, ladies and gentlemen. We are so happy today for the reason that His Excellency Ambassador made this event happen. I am happy for three reasons. Number one, for the warm welcome the embassy has extended to us, both in terms of logistics as well as in terms of giving inputs for the presentations, was the first. Second reason is that His Excellency Ambassador has made my job easy by giving such a beautiful insight, historical insight about Kerala, which not many people know. And the third important reason is that to get across to these very distinguished entrepreneurs to come and listen to us, there is huge effort behind it. For these reasons, me, on behalf of INJAC, and the delegation members, thank His Excellency Ambassador Mr. C.B. George and everyone for their kind effort. As he said, Mr. C.B. George is a great friend of Kerala, not only because he is from the place. I vividly remember when the world was gripped with this panic called COVID. We were really looking for liquid oxygen. We were tapping all the doors across the globe, and we found a person willing to help us in Kuwait. That was Ambassador. I still remember how he diverted a couple of consignment, and we never had a death for lack of liquid oxygen. These are some of the things that stand out in the memory when we come and meet a person, Now, without wasting much of the time, what I would do is I'll try and illustrate about INJAC, the delegation, and what the state of Kerala looks like, and leave open some time for interactions. I'll also ask a couple of my delegate members to talk few words about their institutions. They've taken all the pains to come over here. With this, can we go to the first slide? Don't bother about the text, it's too much to read post-lunch. So we want to capture the essence. That's the reason why we say that. As you see, Indo-Japan Chamber of Commerce is a companies under Section 25, which means it is a non-profit company. It is not a company made for profit. It is a company made for promoting trade, promoting culture, promoting friendship between people of Japan and Kerala, with an objective to enhance a business collaboration or a technical collaborations. It was inaugurated, in fact, the 2014 is a very important landmark because that is the year INJAC was formed. I will demonstrate a slide later on how this was inaugurated. The point is, you should understand that this is almost 11 years old organization, quite firm, made a number of visits to Kerala. We have a standing MOU with the Matsui region. 5 mayors in the regions have signed an MOU, actually promoting a lot of people-to-people interactions. In fact, many of the entrepreneurs in Kerala are sending quietly batches after batches of students to Japan to learn not only the business and the work, but also work ethics. We respect work ethics of Japanese That's the reason silently members of the JINJAC are been sending this. Next slide, please. Yes, this is a very unique state. It's God's own country, you know. We only have about 1.18% of the area of India, and we have 3.3% population. But look at the literacy. Look at the life expectancy. These are the similarities with Japan. 94% people means, leave alone the infants, it's 100% literacy. 6% is deemed to be with these people who are preschool. High life expectancy, the physical quality of life index, what we call PLQI, can be compared with any Scandinavian countries. That is the achievement of Kerala, decades after decades, centuries after century. Like unlike other states, Kerala has invested hugely in health and education, bringing out the best human beings. That is the human capital. Kerala is the human capital of the state. Next, please. Tourism. The highest number of tourists abroad today is in Kerala. Kerala government promoted tourism with a huge caution. We have a limitation of the carrying capacity. We did not promote Kerala as a low-end tourism. It's a very high-end tourism where customer care is the core of the tourist principles. We very carefully we just marketed. We developed the products in tourism, and we went to the markets where people were looking for such tourism. For instance, in Germany, we promoted Ayurveda and beach. Germany is a landlocked country, and they keep coming in hordes and hordes. We went to UK, and then we spoke about the heritage. Like that, we had segmentized the products, we developed the products. Today, Kerala means #1 state in tourism. Next. Unique flora. The state with the highest green cover, like Japan. They have huge importance for the conservative nature of being, you know. If I say one thing, you will understand how people are very careful about the environment. Highest percentage of conversion from internal combustion engine to EV vehicles, the electric vehicles. Highest conversion taking place in Kerala because people are quite conscious about the climate damages. And Ayurveda, His Excellency Ambassador already spoke about it. Well connected. This is a small state, as I said, 1.18%, but has got 4 international airports. The only thing is, we don't have direct flights from Narita Airport, but soon it will happen. But airlines like Singapore, Malaysia, Thai Airways, they fly without much transit time. And Japan Airways is flying to Bengaluru, which is only 1 hour fly away. So connectivity is not an issue. It will going to be improved further. Next. Yeah, this is simply a map, you know. See, these are all issues. Right up to Kerala, the 3 airlines fly. Next. Yeah. Now, very quickly, I will not bore you this. This is basically to emphasize what we have been talking about. Now, Kerala is emerging. There's a new story about Kerala now. Now, look at the first one, Human Development Index. Many people argue that the GDP of a country is the indication whether the economy is doing well, country is doing well. But we don't agree with this. GDP is only a sum accumulated indication. But what really matters is the Human Development Index. So GDP is getting increasingly replaced by HDI, and Kerala is already way ahead of other states. Of late, when Government of India is ranking the states on the ease of doing business, Kerala has emerged as #1. Kerala is a state where if you want to register an MSME, you can do online. Without a physical interaction, without a need to go to any office, you can register your MSME in 7 or 8 clicks. Again, SDG, as part of HDI, we are #1. year after year. And a startup. Now, all this education, human development, led to what? They led to very highly skilled young youth. They are hungry for technology. Kerala is today has the highest number of startups. We have more than 2,000 people under incubation. The conversion is quite fast. And these are the individuals who go to other states to man huge IT parks. In Kerala, we have IT parks where you don't have space. So, the point is, it's a top destination for tourism, logistic park, educated, skilled youths. When the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala came here in the same place in the year 2019, I was also with him. Interaction in the Japanese said the three things about Kerala. One, they said people are highly skilled. Second, they said low attrition rate. They don't jump position to company to company. And the third thing they said is lowest cost of living. Those three things were really inputs to us, thanks to the entrepreneurs. Next. So this is basically what I'm saying is healthcare, MSMEs, technology. This is the capital, There are 33 medical colleges, 190 engineering colleges, and 1,332 colleges, arts, science, and law. Why did we put this? See, any given state, per square kilometer, number of colleges, schools, highest in Kerala. Again, emphasizing education, education, education. Health, health. That's the reason we are now actually marketing Kerala not only as God's own country for tourism purpose, but also as a knowledge economy for those who are looking at new technologies, looking at people to man those technologies. Next. Yeah. This is a repetition. You can go ahead. Next. Next. I think I covered this also. I don't want to repeat it. Basically to highlight road, rail network, inland waterways, international airport, seaport, coastal route. This is the only state where there is an inland route parallel to the sea from north to south. Why I am saying this is, in Kerala, the first state to do all the cargo movements from road to the water, inland waterways. There's a huge opportunity for investment. Now these canals are getting dredged, the canal development taking place for tourism, for logistic hubs, even for transportations of hazardous goods, which you don't want to do on the road, can do at a low cost in those waterways. That is what inland waterways, 1,712 kilometers. Probably no other state in India can boast this. Next. The important point here is we are already energy ready. The entire state is now, we have 2 pipes of natural gas and LPG. This is something which no other state can really boast of. We are energy ready. We are in the process of connecting industries. We are in the process of connecting houses for city gas projects. We are in the process of converting IC engines into EV vehicles. All these things, these 2 energy pipelines running across the state, covering almost 8 districts out of 14, is a very unique thing. And for industrialists, this is something which you can consider. Next. Yeah, Kerala is also a very interesting place because people buy a lot of gold. You see, amount of gold people hold in Kerala is, no one knows what is the estimate. But if you take that, our GDP is much more than what we now actually announce. Second is very important. Again, His Excellency Ambassador was making a very, very valid point. The best human resource. Today we export human resources in a very skilled way. We don't export unskilled humans. We export skilled. The healthcare professionals, paramedicals, paraclinical staffs is a unique achievement for Kerala today. And we are also considering sending them to Japan to talk to elders. We were given an impression that we need some counselors. We need people in the home to talk to senior elders who are lonely. Next. This is what I said. Nurses and caregivers. You go anywhere in India, any part of the world, maybe in Europe or in US, you will not miss a Malayali, a nurse, who has made her own living and created so much impact in that area where she works. Next. It's a beautiful place. When everyone started saying ease of doing business, we said, listen, you can do business easily, but if you don't have ease of living, what is the purpose? That's why we score over other states. Ease of living, essentially what we mean is clean air, clean water, beautiful temperature. We don't have hostile climates. We don't have snows. I'm not saying snow is hostile, but I'm saying extremes of climate. You see, we range from 23 degrees centigrade to 34, 35 degrees centigrade. It's an all-season country. You don't need winter clothes. You just need a simple dress. So ease of living, clean air, clean water. The maximum amount of surface water available for people consumption is in Kerala. There are 44 rivers that crosses the state and goes into the ocean. Rich fauna, rich flora in the western coast. Next. We have very traditional industries like Japan. We value our heritage, we value our tradition. Like Japan, like Vietnam, I went to Vietnam recently and found so many similarities, like coir industries. Our people are real experts in coir. You'll only have to come and see the products they display in one of the cultural things to see how expertise they are. Next. Yeah, now I am coming to the last part of my presentation, so I will not extend it. What is it we are trying to talk about from INJAC side? Now, Kerala has got a real stories, 1, 2, 3 stories. Now, story number 1 is, it is an MSME epicenter. Micro, small, medium enterprise epicenter in India is MSME. We want to become like Switzerland. We are now specializing in precision engineering. We are now into high value engineering. We cannot afford to have large industries, polluting industries. So the manufacturing industries, the government has got a special program. Instead of you want to come and invest directly, government creates the parks. Government acquires the land. It's a land scarce state. You can't get land that easily because land is fertile, land is green, and land is short. So government is taking this initiative to introducing parks. Government purchases land, develops infrastructure like water supply, drainage, electricity, security, IT, and then gives you the plots. More than 140 industrial parks. This is the beauty which not many people know. Once you get inside the park, everything is set. You have only two modes. One is a plug and play, if it is standard design factory, or it is a plot developed, you have to build your own structure. Through INJAC, if you approach us, since INJAC is huge collaboration with the government of Kerala, we'll be able to get you those sites, Next. Renewable energy. Again, Kerala, huge potential for renewable. This will be of interest to Japanese entrepreneurs. We have not exploited the wind energy potential of Kerala. There are 2 gaps in the Western Ghats. If you imagine Kerala is on the southwest end of India, and Kerala is separated by huge mountains. These mountains have 2 gaps. One gap is in a district called Palakkad, other gap in southern part. These 2 gaps seem to have huge tunneling effect, and the highest wind velocity in India is seen in this place. So government of Kerala has got huge plans to put up wind energy and solar energy projects. So this is something which is a very, very sunrise industry for any entrepreneurs who come to Kerala. Next. Healthcare. As I said, we are very, very we are very keen about our health. The health-seeking behavior, what we call, is the highest in Kerala. We don't ignore health. So the health industry is the maximum commercially viable in industry there. So there, you see, who all invested in Kerala now? Temasek, ETQ, MOP. They are investing in billions and billions in healthcare, because healthcare is a demand-driven service with no dearth for demand in Kerala. So we would, in NJAC, we would like to anchor such kind of investments into the state where you'll be part of healthcare technology, medical devices. You people are extremely good in technology, precision technologies. So it will be a great opportunity for us to join hands and see, explore the possibility of healthcare technology getting into Kerala. Next. Yeah, this is the last part of my thing. So I spoke about the state. I spoke about the emerging stories. It doesn't complete, the story is not complete till I say, how do you get in there? You get in there through many ways, but the easy and the best way to is through Japan Mela. What is Japan Mela? Japan Mela is a huge organization, it's a huge festival like event organized by INJAC, wherein people from Japan, people from India, they come face to face, exchange views, see the products, exchange views on some professional issues, scientific sessions. There are panel discussion, roundtable conferences, wherein we bring in all relevant issues, not only that concerns Japan and India, but also the general issues happening in any industries. So Japan Mela, this is the third edition of Japan Mela. The first edition of Japan Mela was inaugurated by His Excellency Kenji Hiramatsu. He was Ambassador of India at that point, in the year 2017. Second Japan Mela was inaugurated in 2023, again in March. Now, this is the third Japan Mela we are now positioning to be held on 16th to 18th of October 2025. And thank you. Yeah. So this is the third event. So this occasion, this event, we would like to invite each and everyone here physically. Please come to Kerala. October is a beautiful month, beautiful season. You will not regret. So there is a way to register. Tell us as early bird offers. Come and stay. You will have not only an experience of what is happening in Kerala industrial ecosystem, but you get to see the beautiful place yourself. There are resorts, there are Ayurveda, anything you ask for. It's a rejuvenating place. October is the best time. So we'll be very, very happy to invite all of you there. INJAC is a cross-section. It's basically a melting point between anyone who want to visit not only Kerala as a tourist, but also as an investor. Or university looking for some investment into Japan to take care of dwindling systems. We know Japan has got a huge, unique issue of legacy issues. This is happening in Kerala also. The father had the business, the grandfather had the business, but the son would not like to continue the business for obvious reasons. You would like to switch over some other thing. So those institutions should not be let to die. That is where we are experiencing a huge gap. There is someone who wants to take over this business and run it for you as your partner. People are willing in Kerala to come to Japan and join you as a partner. If you feel that the managerial part of your business is lacking people, Kerala is the place to look forward. Next. Next one. Yeah, this is a slide I wanted to put in the first, but it came in the last. INJAC is an institution where the two top heads of the government, have been witness to signing these MOUs. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, and the Prime Minister of Japan, very, very, very popular sort of Prime Minister for us in India, when he visited Delhi, and it is in their presence INJAC MOU was signed. So it has a political, it has an administrative compliance. In the sense, therefore, INJAC today stands as an official body where that's the reason Excellency Ambassador also helping us out. INJAC has been very genuine organizations to get this business up. Next. This is one event, one of the INJAC events, Japan Mela. We had people right from Japan to India. B2B conclave with the top Japanese and Indian firms, business networking sessions, new product launches, a venture delegation at factory visits, and is business tourism. As I said, mixing tourism and business, and of course, pleasurable sightseeing, all in one capsule for you if you book your tickets to in Japan Mela in October 2025. Next. Again, very briefly, I won't bore you. These are the sectors. We leave the slides with you. People can take a printout and circulate. These are the areas. You can independently check on the web, see what's Kerala is happening. The emerging Kerala story is very inspiring. You can make your decisions. Next. So who can join? This is very interesting. These are all the glimpses in the past Japan Melas. Japanese entrepreneurs looking for outsourcing manufacturing, as I said. We can be contract manufacturers as well. See, Kerala, with this very, very unique position in the map, is a gateway for Japanese products to enter MENA. MENA means African, Middle East, North African, MENA region, and the West. If you have a product in the West, India and Kerala can be a place for contract manufacturing. Second, Indian entrepreneurs looking for Japanese collaborations in technology. Cultural teams, we will have beautiful teams from Japanese coming and dancing, singing, and Indian troops also matching their experts. Academicians and business consultants will disseminate newer knowledge. And very importantly, student community will be there in large numbers to learn. I can assure you about Indian students. You want to spot them. You want to figure out whether these people required for industry, that's a place, some sort of a campus recruitment, and Japanese tourist. If the businessman comes, he's better off can come as a tourist. Enjoy Ayurveda, sightseeing. So it's a composite offering. It's a offer which we cannot resist. Next. Thank you. I have just 1-2 slides more. Next. Yeah. Now, this is specifically for investors. Now, it is not easy to come and put money in any institutions, no? So, this Kerala Infrastructure Fund Management Division, alternate investment fund approved by SEBI. SEBI is a regulator, Security Exchange Board of India. I am the CEO of this fund. It's a 1,200 crore Indian rupees fund, wherein your money will be managed professionally by investment managers. We'll leave the websites for you to understand what it is. It is one way to get into Kerala where your money is very well managed and you take decisions where it has to go. Next one is the other organization which I head. We are into infrastructure development. The reason why I put this slide is we're looking for investment into renewable energy, as I said earlier, wind and solar and floating. These two organizations can give you a headway to reach Kerala's investment destination. So I won't bore you much in a post-lunch session like this. You've been extremely attentive, been extremely patient to hear this. And you have slides, 2 more slides? That's it. So therefore, once again, expressing my sincere gratitude to His Excellency Ambassador and the Embassy as a whole, and also to all of you who have come. We have been here patiently listening to us. I'll just quickly introduce my team members. I request them to just get up and show so that post this event you can exchange cards, you can discuss. Now, INJAC is headed by Mr. Viju, Jacob. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today because some emergency came in. Otherwise, he was to be here along with us. So Viju Jacob he owns a huge firm called Synthite. He's the largest exporter of the oleoresins. And he is joining us in Osaka. And I'm the vice president of INJAC. You know, I've been speaking for some time. Mr. Jeevan Sudhakaran is the secretary of INJAC. He has been very, very instrumental in making this happen. He's into huge shipbuilding exercise. We have Mr. Jacob Kovur, a very senior chartered accountant, former secretary, and today he is the treasurer of this INJAC. He knows many of people sitting here. Mr. Paul Thomas is a member of this, very active member. He took time to come and do this here. He is into construction and things. Suraj is a young member, but very active. He is into hospitality and tourism. He could make things happen easy for you to come to Kerala. And Mr. Akil Alex, he is a special member of this because he joined us from Abu Dhabi. So it's a small team, and we'll be joined by our president in Osaka. Jacob will join us. We are visiting Osaka Expo as well. We have some couple of meetings in Osaka lined up. So therefore, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, INJAC, keep in mind INJAC. IN stands for India, JA stands for Japan, CK stands for Chamber of Commerce. INJAC is a two-letter group. Huge potential for you to grow, not only to grow, to come and realize your potential in Kerala. With these few words, let me thank once again for your kind attention. Thanks. If anyone has any questions, they can shoot at us. I'll ask my members. Next one? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Next, I would like to request Mr. Yuji Sanada, Senior Director for Global Strategy, Southwest Asia, JETRO, to make a remarks. 続きまして、JETRO 海外地域戦略主幹、真田裕二様よりご挨拶をいただきます。
His Excellency, Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India to Japan, Dr. K. Elangoban, Vice President in JAC, other distinguished speakers from Kerala and guests, Namaskaram. I am Yuji Sanada, Senior Director for Global Strategy in charge of India, JETRO. Please kindly allow me to deliver my remarks in Japanese from here on. 14億の人口を有するインドは国土面積も欧州とほぼ同じぐらいであることからも各州にそれぞれ特徴があります。南インドのケララ州はインドの中でも特に特徴がある特徴の大きな州だと感じます。2011年の国勢調査によればケララ州の人口は3340万人とマレーシアと同規模、教育水準の高い州として知られ、
equivalent to Malaysia, and also the literacy rate of 96.2%, which is number one in India, and also has the national parks and also the wild animal protection area was designated as the World Heritage, and also very well known with the Ayurveda, and they have the outstanding Ayurveda as well, and also the cosmetics of the Ayurveda is also popular. And also in Japan, Terumo has the JV, and they are working on the products. And especially with Japanese companies using the fishery processing food. And when they do the export, they need to have the higher criteria or the standard as Japan. And Kerala has multiple factories that meet those needs. And also the shrimps or the other fishes are also export. Maybe the shrimp that you ate maybe came from Kerala. And also from the Japan's company, so Accelerated Freeze Drying Incorporated Limited is the freeze dry product that they are working on. And also with the IT Digital is also well known in Kerala. And also the IT special park, in the special park is in the park. And also Nissan, the automobile, is working on the R&D center with the IT related, and also 2025 with the DX consulting. They're working on the JV. And according to their company, so they, because of the talent and also the environment is quite organized, and also they can secure the good level of the capable talent. So and also the education level is quite high. And also the startup ecosystem. So the state government is controlling is one of the big role. And startup mission, Kerala Startup Mission KSUM has the 5 locations doing incubation and acceleration. And JETRO also 2022, JETRO Chennai, that we signed the MOU. And also December, so we had the Innovation Leader Summit that we visited KSUM. And also the startup companies also joined the innovation-related events. And also the startup and the Japanese companies can be expected to connect together, and also JETRO will be continuously supporting this. And also the communication between Kerala and Japanese local governments frequently happening, especially with Shimane Prefecture programming Ruby. So this can be expanded to the other areas as well. And also this tourism and also the industry, they have a huge potential. And also in Japan, we need to let Japanese people know about the compelling part of this Kerala. And by hearing from Injak president, the speaker, I think everyone would understand the Kerala's potential. And through this seminar, I would like to we would have the continuous.
真田様、ありがとうございました。Next, I would like to request Mr. Jivan Sudhakaran, Secretary INJAC and Chairman and Managing Director, Samudra Shipyard Private Limited, to make a presentation. 続きまして、日印商工会議所ケララ事務局長、サムドラシップヤード会長兼社長、G1 須田カラン様にご講演をいただきます。
Excellency, Ambassador, dignitaries, my friends from the industry, our own Vice President who is the energy for the organization, Languven sir. A very good afternoon to you all. As our Vice President mentioned, I am also from the beautiful state of Kerala. We are into 2 types of businesses. One is waste management. In fact, today morning I had been to one of the companies who are into waste management in Tokyo. So we have a tie-up with the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, for treatment of black water liquid waste. Next. So we understand Japan is in the forefront of water treatment and sustainability. We are looking for best practices in this country, where unfortunately pollution is a part of progress. When industries are thriving and progressing, the most affected place is the rivers and backwaters. We have 44 rivers, and we want to bring back those rivers to the best of their state. Not that they are polluted, but to make it better and better again. Next. So we are transforming waste management at source. So there are in Kerala, Kerala is a unique place where the waste, we don't have, most of the cities, we don't have a sewer network. So waste has to be processed at the source itself, at the site itself. And we have small portable biodegraders, which is kept in the households, and waste is segregated and processed. Next. We are looking for sustainable practices in Japan where the waste is segregated and processed or upcycled to other products. We do biodigesters which generate methane, but there is a lot to travel in that area. Methane can be produced abundantly and it can be a source of automotive fuel. The government of India is promoting it. Next. As mentioned, 80% of wastewater is UNESCO statistics. It goes to the water bodies. And about 20% of the global waste is properly treated. And almost all the developing countries treats less than 10% of the wastewater. So this is harming the environment. We are doing our small part in making it better. Next. So shared resources, understanding the best practices again, working together and bringing in state-of-the-art technology, better technologies. Probably one technology I found from today's meeting is the Japanese companies which is using the Jokasu kind of waste management system. The Jokasu system generates sludge which has to be emptied every 6 months. It has to be sucked out every 6 months. But the government of India, the Defense Research and Development Lab, has generated a technology which we are using. By using that, there is no sludge. It's a colony and consortium of bacteria which eats all the fecal matter and there is no sludge. So this system with aeration can be improved and the water outlet can be used for reflushing or gardening. So that is one opportunity where we are looking forward to work together. Next. As I mentioned earlier, 2 defense establishments. One is the Defense Research and Development Organization, where we are doing this biodigesters, and the Baba Atomic Research Center, from where we have taken the technology to process food waste and also effluent water from the hotels, resorts and the food industry. So from the effluent, the process of anaerobic action gives methane. So that methane is collected, it is scrubbed and it is used for compressed biogas applications. Next. And we go for 2-3 different types of technologies. One is the filtration process. After the anaerobic process, we do the filtration and then we disinfect it and it is pumped out. That technology is used for at places where you have limited space. Second is phytoremediation. Phytoremediation is used in places where we have enough space, where the plants take care of the treatment. Once it is coming out of the anaerobic process, it is sent through a bed of plants, which we source it locally, and that take care of the nutrient removal. And finally, what we get is water, which can be let out into the stream. And for human, for irrigation, where humans touch it, we use it, but after passing it through a ozone equipment. Next. So this is the process. Two types of process. One is phytoremediation. The second one is ultrafiltration. The first process is same. It is the biodigester, the collection. It goes into phytoremediation, number one. Otherwise, it goes into the ultrafiltration and then UV. Next. So these are a couple of the projects which we have done. We have done the entire Kochi metro stations. We have done that vessel which our Honorable Prime Minister, whenever he goes to Varanasi, he uses that vessel. It is in Varanasi. So that vessel is equipped with biodigester. And floating houses in Srinagar. Dal Lake we have done. Next. So this is my first part. I'll do one more slide. It'll take 3 minutes more. Thank you. And as I told you, we have been in the building of boats for the past 35 years. Next. We are into two streams. One is boat and one is the waste management. In boats, next. We have about 55 different models used for tourism and fishing. We also do houseboats. Next. Next. We are particularly interested in finding partners for tuna fishing vessels. Government of India is actively promoting the tuna fishery industry. What India lacks now is proper vessels which are equipped for the sashimi, to catch and process tuna for the sashimi application. So that I understand there are two types of sashimi. One is chilled sashimi and the other is frozen sashimi. For the chilled sashimi, you need vessels which can do the process. So what is lacking is proper vessels, which the government is giving up to 50% subsidy to make new vessels. We are doing it. But proper training. So that is where the Japanese companies can support in training the fishermen and to process it. There are two places in India from where you can send sashimi grade tuna. One is Lakshadweep and the other one is Andaman. Lakshadweep, due to the restriction in getting large aircrafts, it is almost difficult, very difficult. But in Andaman, we have a new airport which is opened, and the fishing ground is hardly 1 hour from the harbor, and plenty of tuna available. So with these vessels, Andaman, enough tuna can be caught, processed and shipped out of India. Next. So that's it. We are looking forward to becoming one of the leading suppliers of and solution providers for the tuna fishing industry in India, where as of now tuna is fetching $1 per kilo, whereas the sashimi, I understand, fetches about $15 to $25 a kilo. So that is the difference. Yeah. Next. So these are the products that we have supplied to Abu Dhabi, that to Varanasi. That's an electric boat we have given to the Cochin International Airport. This one is a tuna fishing vessel. That is a solar boat. And the first one you see is the Kerala houseboat. These are things which we do. Next. Next. And that's the fishing boat one. Next. 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 So with that, I won't take much time. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Next, I would like to request Mr. Suraj Mosedat, Nippon Asia Enterprise, for his presentation and introduction. 続きまして、日本アジアエンタープライズ、スーラジ・ムーテダーズ様、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
His Excellency Ambassador C.B. Jyot sir, our delegation leader Elgon sir, dignitaries in the business and government, my dear friends, good afternoon. My name is Suraj Mutedat. I am the founder and CEO of Nippon Asia Enterprises. This is a tourism and business consulting company. Next. I have been a technology professional for over 20 years. My focus during my initial period of my career was in electronics engineering, and I was introduced to Japan, or rather I came to Japan through a scholarship program called Hindu Hitachi Scholarship, and I'm a former scholar of the year 2007. Later I became an active member of Alumni Society for AOTS in Kerala. That's called ASA Kerala. And later I also became a founding member of Indo-Japan Chamber of Commerce Kerala. Somewhere in 2015, I wanted to, while I was doing my technology projects and business, I wanted to restart my connection with Japan, and I thought starting a tourism company would be the best way to go forward. So in 2015, I started a company called Nippon Asia Tours and Events Private Limited. And it was just to rekindle my passion of connecting Japanese people and people from Kerala and introduce the real Japan, as I understand, to my fellow men in my state. And I could do that successfully until COVID hit. And since we were a tourism company, specifically depending on Japan as a destination, and Japan closed down its tourism for a brief period, we had to pause our operations in 2020. And then I went back taking up some projects in technology, and it was only in 2024 I could restart this operation. And now I have slightly changed my focus. Now it is Nippon Asia Enterprises. We are not only doing tours, we are also doing some sort of business consulting and helping organizations like INJAC and other organizations in Japan like ICOSA to find connecting partners and suitable industry collaborations. Next. I have two business verticals in my company. First is consulting activity, where we help in market expansion. So over the period of 20 years, over approximately 20 years I've been connected to Japan, the way Indian people think and the way Japanese people think, I have found serious differences. We think A, they understand B, and things sometimes don't connect properly. So we want to ease that process of collaboration by gelling the cultural aspects together and saying that, okay, this particular product has to be introduced in this particular way to the market. So market expansion, we want to assist both Japanese as well as Indian companies to reach out to both territories. IT engineering and outsourcing, as Ilangon sir has elaborately explained, that the potential of IT in Kerala and across India. We have very good professionals in IT professionals in India. And I believe Japan has got a large demand for human resources. Trained IT professionals, very skilled IT professionals, the only thing they are lacking is probably Japanese language knowledge so that they can come and work in Japan. We are trying to bridge that gap by working closely with associations like ASA Kerala, who provide the language training, and we could connect human resource in the IT segment to Japan. In fact, we already started working on these projects, and next month there is a IT company coming to Japan who wants to find suitable partners here in Japan. Japan market immersion programs, we are working closely with some organizations in Tokyo who might help us help our small medium enterprises identify similar counterparts of the same size in Japan, whereby, like Mr. Elangovan elaborated, finding the right fit for the people. Also, for this year, our focus is slightly on the Osaka Expo. We want to bring a lot of our entrepreneurs to visit the Osaka Expo, see how beautifully the expo has been organized, and find more depth in the Japanese market. Next, please. Can you just go one slide prior? Yeah, business tours. This is the tour section of my company. Here, currently we are focusing on business tours, student tours. I'm happy to say that, one of my great experiences was when I brought about 50 students in the year 2019 to Japan from Kerala, high school students. It was an eye-opening session for them. That they came for 6 or 7 days as 3 batches. When they came here, it was very evident for us that introducing our students to a larger culture at such a young age definitely changes their perspective when they go back. I got very real feedback from the parents that yes, our students have slightly started taking punctuality more seriously. They have started eating better. They have started exercising better. So these are real feedback which I got from my customers. So I think my mission is like, okay, we need to bring more students into the tourism aspect. Then next slide, please. What we're looking for is collaborations, people interested in collaborating with Japan on the India side as well as with Kerala on the Japan side. We would like to reach out to all these organizations and companies and find and help them out to ease the process of collaboration. Next, please. My contact details and company website details are listed here. If there is anything, any inquiry or questions you have, you can reach out to us. Next, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. We will now conclude the event on India-Japan Partnership Kerala today. 以上をもちまして本日のイベント日印パートナーシップケララを終了とさせていただきます。There is a brochure from INJAC delegation at the reception desk. We may request all the participants to take it when you leave. 日印商工会議所ケララ支部からのパンフレットが受付にございますので、皆様お帰りの際にぜひお持ち帰りくださいませ。We will have a refreshment at the foyer outside of this venue. We request you all to join us. Thank you very much for your participation today. この会場を出てすぐのホイヤーでネットワーキングセッションを開催いたします。軽食もございますので皆様ぜひご参加くださいませ。当日予約レシーバーをお使いになった方は受付までご返却をお願いいたします。If you have used simultaneous interpretation receiver, please return it to the reception desk. Thank you very much.